この国に明日があるとは限らぬぞ。
我らが争わぬ道はないのでしょうか。
主は絶対命をとして守る。
頼んだぞ、狼。
The story of Sekiro, No Defeat 2026, unfolds in the turbulent era of Sengoku, a time when Japan is fractured into a mosaic of warring factions, each vying for control and survival. The land of Ashina, steeped in sacred earth and ancient traditions, stands at the center of this chaos, a region rich with history and burdened by the weight of countless battles. 2 decades ago, the legendary Sword Saint Isshin Ashina reclaimed this land through a violent coup, cementing his legacy and establishing a fragile order amidst the chaos of neighboring territories. Now, years later, a new threat emerges, one that does not come from outside invaders, but from within the very structures meant to preserve Ashina's peace, the interior ministry. At the heart of this conflict is Genichiro, the grandson of Isshin Ashina. Determined to protect his homeland from the growing influence of the interior ministry, Genichiro turns to forbidden powers, wrestling with the perilous balance between honor and desperation. The choices he makes will determine the fate of Ashina and the lives of those who call it home. Central to this struggle is a kidnapped boy known as the Divine Heir, whose mysterious significance holds the key to restoring order. His silent guardian, a loyal shinobi known only as Sekiro, must navigate treacherous terrain, evade relentless enemies, and face impossible odds to safeguard the boy and the future of Ashina. The dynamic between the characters is layered and intense. Sekiro, a masterless shinobi, embodies unwavering loyalty and precision, a figure shaped by discipline and burdened by the duty to protect the Divine Heir at all costs. Genichiro, by contrast, is a young leader forced into choices that test his morality, courage, and skill, embodying the struggle between legacy and innovation. The Divine Heir, though young and silent, carries an almost mystical presence, a symbol of hope and the future of Ashina. Together, these characters navigate a world rife with danger, where every shadow could conceal a lethal foe and every choice has irreversible consequences. The narrative expands beyond the personal journeys of these 3 figures, offering a vivid depiction of a land torn by civil strife. Ashina is a place where loyalty is tested, betrayal lurks in hidden corridors, and the echoes of ancient rituals reverberate through bamboo forests, mountain passes, and fortified castles. The series explores themes of power, responsibility, and sacrifice, showing how individuals respond to a world constantly on the brink of collapse. Battles are not merely physical confrontations, but moral and psychological trials, highlighting the human cost of ambition and the fragile nature of authority. Visually, the anime immerses viewers in a meticulously crafted Sengoku Japan, blending historical authenticity with supernatural elements. The architecture of Ashina's castles, the intricate designs of samurai armor, and the serene yet ominous natural landscapes create a setting that feels both real and mythic. Action sequences are fluid and intense, capturing the precision of swordplay, the stealth of shinobi tactics, and the explosive power of mystical forces. Every confrontation carries weight, and the stakes are palpable, with animation emphasizing the tension, speed, and impact of each moment. The plot delves into the intricate politics of Ashina, showing how the interior ministry manipulates events from the shadows, exploiting weaknesses and stirring unrest to consolidate power. This internal conflict challenges Genichiro and Sekiro to confront not only physical enemies, but the corruption and deceit embedded within the system itself. the struggle to protect the Divine Heir becomes symbolic of the fight to preserve Ashina's soul, highlighting the interplay between personal loyalty and the broader responsibilities of leadership. Each episode layers tension and intrigue, gradually revealing hidden alliances, secret agendas, and the true extent of the forbidden powers at Genichiro's disposal. The character development in Sekiro No Defeat is profound, emphasizing internal conflicts alongside external battles. Sekiro, despite his stoic demeanor, wrestles with the weight of responsibility and the ethical dilemmas of violence, exploring the human cost of unwavering loyalty. Genichiro's journey examines the pressures of legacy, leadership, and the temptation of forbidden powers, showing how ambition can both protect and destroy. The Divine Heir, though largely silent, embodies resilience and potential, shaping the actions and motivations of those around him. Their intertwined fates form a narrative that is as much about personal growth and moral reckoning as it is about war and conquest. Action sequences are central to the anime's appeal, with meticulously choreographed sword fights, high-stakes ambushes, and supernatural confrontations that push characters to their limits. The tension is heightened by Sekiro's stealth-based strategies, emphasizing cunning, timing, and precision over brute force. Battles are cinematic and visceral, blending realistic swordplay with elements of fantasy that underscore the mystical significance of the Divine Heir and the forbidden powers wielded by Genichiro. Each fight carries dramatic weight, reinforcing both character development and the larger narrative stakes. The story also examines the consequences of power and ambition. Genichiro's use of forbidden powers is not without cost, introducing moral and existential dilemmas that challenge his sense of self and duty. The Interior Ministry represents systemic corruption, showing how institutions meant to safeguard a society can instead become agents of chaos. Sekiro, as the loyal protector, faces the tension between obedience and autonomy, duty and individual judgment, illustrating the complex interplay between individual agency and historical forces. These themes give the anime depth, making it resonate beyond the action and spectacle.
The release of Sekiro No Defeat is set for 2026, promising to bring this epic story to a global audience. Early teasers highlight the rich animation style, the intensity of combat sequences, and the depth of the characters' emotional journeys. Viewers can expect a story that combines historical intrigue, supernatural elements, and deeply human conflicts, delivering a compelling narrative that appeals to fans of both samurai epics and character-driven drama. The anime aims to balance spectacle with substance, ensuring that each fight, each dialogue, and each moral decision contributes to a cohesive and impactful story. The world building in the anime is immersive, presenting Ashina as a land of contrasts, serene temples and bamboo forests juxtaposed against brutal battlefields and shadowed corridors of power. This duality reflects the overarching tension in the narrative between peace and violence, tradition and innovation, loyalty and betrayal. The animation emphasizes environmental storytelling, using landscapes, architecture, and weather to enhance mood and underscore narrative themes. Rain-drenched forests, mist-shrouded castles, and blood-stained courtyards all serve to deepen the viewer's sense of immersion in Sengoku-era Japan. The interplay between historical authenticity and fantasy is another highlight of Sekiro No Defeat. While grounded in the politics and warfare of Sengoku Japan, the anime incorporates supernatural abilities, mystical powers, and the enigmatic presence of the Divine Heir. This blend allows for storytelling that is both grounded and elevated, where realistic swordplay meets magical intrigue, and where character choices reverberate across both the human and supernatural realms. The balance ensures that while the stakes are epic, the characters' personal struggles remain relatable and compelling. Music and sound design further enhance the atmosphere, with traditional Japanese instrumentation interwoven with modern cinematic scoring to heighten tension, emotion, and excitement. Every battle sequence is accompanied by carefully crafted audio cues that underscore the rhythm of combat and the stakes involved. Ambient sounds, from rustling leaves to the clash of steel, immerse viewers in the world, while the musical themes provide emotional resonance, reinforcing character arcs and narrative themes. The narrative pacing is deliberate, balancing moments of intense action with quieter, reflective scenes that allow character motivations, relationships, and moral dilemmas to unfold. These pauses provide viewers with insight into the internal struggles of Sekiro, Genichiro, and the Divine Heir, creating a story that is both thrilling and emotionally resonant. The tension between action and reflection mirrors the thematic tension of the anime, the conflict between the external chaos of war and the internal battles of conscience, loyalty, and purpose. Throughout the series, Sekiro's unwavering commitment to protecting the Divine Heir serves as a moral anchor, emphasizing themes of loyalty, honor, and duty in a world rife with betrayal and corruption. Genichiro's struggles highlight the complexities of leadership, the seduction of power, and the consequences of choices made under pressure. The Divine Heir's silent presence symbolizes hope, potential, and the weight of destiny, shaping the actions of those around him and underscoring the broader stakes of the narrative. The animation's visual style and storytelling techniques reinforce these themes, with meticulous attention to character design, setting, and movement. Each frame conveys narrative meaning, from the tension in a warrior's stance to the symbolism embedded in ceremonial rituals and sacred landscapes. The animation emphasizes fluidity and realism, ensuring that each action sequence, emotional beat, and environmental detail contributes to a cohesive, immersive experience. The series also explores the cyclical nature of violence and the struggle for redemption. Characters are forced to confront the legacies of their predecessors, the consequences of past conflicts, and the burden of protecting future generations. These themes resonate throughout the narrative, reinforcing the stakes of each decision and the moral complexity of warfare. Sekiro, as a central figure, embodies the intersection of skill, discipline, and moral responsibility, providing a lens through which viewers can engage with the ethical and emotional dimensions of the story. As the plot unfolds, alliances are tested, betrayals emerge, and secrets are revealed, creating a layered and unpredictable narrative. The tension between personal loyalty and political obligation drives much of the conflict, with characters navigating a landscape where trust is fragile and danger is omnipresent. Each encounter, whether battle or dialogue, carries consequences, shaping the trajectory of the story and the development of its characters. The climax of Sekiro no Defeat promises to be both thrilling and emotionally satisfying, bringing together the threads of personal struggle, political intrigue, and supernatural conflict. Viewers can expect intense battles, moral reckonings, and a resolution that balances action with thematic depth, honoring the legacy of Ashina and the journey of its central characters. In summary, Sekiro no Defeat 2026 offers a richly layered narrative set in a vividly realized Sengoku Japan, blending historical authenticity with supernatural intrigue. It tells a story of loyalty, duty, ambition, and moral struggle, anchored by the compelling dynamics between Sekiro, Genichiro, and the Divine Heir. Through intense battles, intricate political maneuvering, and deeply human character arcs, the anime explores themes of power, responsibility, and redemption, providing viewers with a gripping, immersive experience that is both visually stunning and emotionally resonant.
Every sequence, from the quiet moments of reflection to the explosive clashes of combat, contributes to a cohesive story that balances spectacle with substance, making Sekiro no Defeat a must-watch for fans of historical epics, character-driven drama, and action-packed anime storytelling.